Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Babby and today we are playing This Is the Police. This Is the Police is a strategy adventure game set in a city spiraling the drain. Taking the role of a gritty police chief Jack Boyd, you dive into a deep story of crime and intrigue. Will Jack reach his retirement with a nice stack of bills, or will he end up broken or worse? I think that is a valid description of the game. Now there's going to be a lot of cinematics in the game, and there's going to be a lot of ethical decisions to make, as well as financial gains, so, quite the game. Let's hit up new game, because I have been playing on my own, but now we're going to do this one for real. Alright, we've got some nice newspapers, so we can see what's going on. Eventually we might be able to plan our day accordingly. Mayor Rogers, Sex Maniac, Mark War 2 to be shown in Freeburg the day before the worldwide premiere by the mayor's personal request. And Freeburg, that's our city. Confirms rumors of Jack Boyd's resignation. And Jack Boyd's, that is us. So yeah, let's see what that is all about. Let's go to our work. And as always, the car doesn't start up quite as nice.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
Alright, so we're going to have to go to a press conference. And we're going to give ourselves, or we're going to give everyone...
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers
words.
my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. Don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them.
Okay, that seems like a cliche, but let's carry on.
I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Alright, that's sound advice, actually. I mean, the press is quite horrible. I think everyone agrees to that. Good morning. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? Now, I want to say that I was expecting this bullshit from the mayor, but I'll just, you know, play dumb. What's the difference? My business is my own. Do you already know the name of your successor? I've done my job and I'm just about finished with it. Soon my only interest will be cigars and jazz. I frankly don't care who takes my place. Now that is something that I can adhere to. Cigars and jazz, that doesn't sound too bad actually. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy, Francis Kendrick, said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? I'm going to say again, who cares? That's his business, not mine. Ask him yourself. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? I'll say no comment, because, I mean, it's kind of a loaded question, isn't it? Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? Possibly. It is possible, I guess. It's often difficult to say what guides policy decisions. Thank you. Thank you for what? I didn't really give anything in, but
How's
okay.
the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
Alright. Well, it seems like we got some problems with Mr. Kendrick. Ooh, some druggy drugs. Probably the painkillers for the back or something like that. Maybe do something about your health, that might help. But it's, should probably be working when you're at your work.
Door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be.
Let me guess.
Arrogant,
Kendrick.
no warning.
Huh.
That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
What an ass.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
True.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes.
I'll do whatever I want.
Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon. "180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me."
No deal, Mr. Mayor.
I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
Alright. Doesn't sound like a nice guy.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Good thing. Alright, so we won't be giving him a call anytime soon, I think. But yeah, like I said, there will be a lot of those videos, so... Jack Boyd, on his resignation, asked the mayor... Cleanness of city streets increased by 20%, very good. Civil servants Wages won't be raised this year. That's not so good for me. Let's get in our old car and get going. So there's a few things that we need to do.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners.
Alright, there's more.
Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse.
Yeah.
The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
It's kind of a pity, I say. It's nice to spend some time with your
My
colleagues.
deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg.
Sounds good.
No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Ah, some good work then. What's the problem? I'm a 60-year-old police chief, a few months away from retirement. I don't need anyone telling me how to do my job. I'm going to click that one, because I kind of know what to do. This is the staff that we have for today. It's going to be Shift B, so this is the team that we have today. Tomorrow there's going to be Shift A, and so on and so on. There's going to be a few people that I do want to fire, because, I mean, they're both old and incapable. Now this is going to be the map where we're going to be doing everything. Kind of the strategy board, if that makes sense. Alright, there we go. We got our very first call. Let's read up. A married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in a parking lot back over a homeless man who'd been digging through a trash can. The drivers jumped out to help, but got back in the van and quickly left once he saw that he'd hit a bum. Okay, it's not a deliberate crime or anything, but I'm gonna send one good agent and one agent that's not gonna be too good. I'm gonna send Purdy. I mean, she's a little bit thick, but and Austin Price. That's a useless agent. I'm gonna try to fire her because she's very old and she's very bad. Now, generally, you want to have these points. That's kind of telling of how good these chiefs are, or police officers. You want to have that at least above 150, otherwise they're going to be crappy cops. So let's send this out. That way, that can be successful, and Austin will get some experience. And then we got a lot of other things. Let's see if we can. This bar over here that tells you how fit these guys are. So if they haven't had any rest, then you're going to have a problem. And this is telling of their rank. Rank, you know, that does influence their... Well, I don't even know what that's called. Their standing, I'd say. The last picture show theatre. A theatre manager reports that during a show of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theatre, carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier, and is currently fighting... Oh my god. Okay, he's fighting the theatre security guard. I'd say we're going to send our best cop in there, but I'm going to send her alone, because I don't want to miss too many people. We do want to be able to send out other people when we send one officer out. There we go. Ooh, there's some nice tracks playing in the background. We can change that later on, by the way. Okay, so there's a report of the incident. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Yeah, like I said, this will give Austin some experience. It does seem like we can't do anything yet regarding firing people and such, so that's quite a pity. Ooh, we got an armed robbery in the suburbs, and we got another situation over here. A brother and sister clash with each other over their deceased father's will. According to one of their lawyers, we don't dare to separate them. The hospital guard is off duty tonight. Okay, so these two, these two officers are going to be back in a bit. I'm going to send Kochi, Purdy, and Osin on that other case. I'm going to send Yancy and Tsubaki over there so that she can get some experience. 3 teenagers armed with a shotgun have robbed a videotape store. Oh, okay. It seems like Kochi's not back yet. Ooh. She won't be in quite a bit. I mean, I can send just Purdy, I suppose. Maybe Austin too. I really would prefer to fire Price right now, but you can't do that, unfortunately. See, we have a report. Okay, no one is armed. And the offender is caught. I mean, what else would you want? Thank you very much, Kochi. Ooh, an assault in the ghetto. That doesn't sound good. A passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician, then ran away with his guitar and his money. Okay, I want to send 2 good cops over there, but I have a feeling that they might not be back on time. The vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sound of Moan's loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. Okay. We're just going to put up the siren and shout that the house is surrounded. That should let them turn themselves in. There we go. No harm, no foul. Okay, so we're running out of time, so I guess I'm going to send out these 2 cops. Really don't have a choice. I don't hope that Kochi dies, but it is a possibility, of course. We'll be rather sad on the first day. And then we got Price. It would be very nice if Price died, so I could hire some other police officers. Alright, we got these officers dispatched now. Okay, report from Yancy and Tsubaki. Offender caught, officer unharmed. Very good. So she's nearing 150, so that will guarantee me that I can send that officer on her own, I guess. And there goes the blinders, so I don't think we're going to get any other calls in. Alright, we've got an assault report. Offender escaped, officers unharmed. Ooh, that is very bad. That's very bad. Okay, that's the end of the day. Let's check in. Order to work tomorrow. Let's see. I mean, we could order someone else to come in tomorrow, I suppose. Like, I would like Kochi to be there and Yancy. Because I have a feeling that we got enough to do. And Mole as well, I suppose. I mean, why is she tired, of all people? She didn't do anything. Right, we'll have quite the officers available next day.
Used to be, when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years, he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point, every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else.
That's kind of true.
Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
I have a feeling that he's going to ask us a favor.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business. So you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we
Well,
talking here?
GG,
It's
Kendrick.
nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my
Well, that
business.
sounds like
and
shady
I'm not
business.
trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you.
That's true.
And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand.
That's going to be some nice help.
Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Well, there goes day 3. Let's see what's there in the newspapers. Francis Kendrick announces retirement date. Legendary singer Gennaro Crespo comes to Freeburg. Construction of cinema museum postponed again. So this is probably the most interesting to look at, but we'll keep things in check. Start up the rusty old car. And work on that retirement fund. I was up all night reading an exciting detective story, The Last Temptation of Neptune, but I didn't have time to get to the ending. I'm almost certain the killer was the general, the house cat. You know, I cannot rest until I know for sure. Can I go home and finish reading the book? Are you absolutely mental? That is not a good reason to go back home. Right, so this is the betches that I was telling you people about. And I think I want to give this... oh, you have to drag it to Ramadi. And I want to say maybe to Grant. But I'm kind of tempted to give it to, let's say... yeah, I want to have someone that's beneath 150. Let's give it to Grant. There we go. So that will get everyone to the threshold. Okay. Now we can choose what kind of album to play, and I want to play some Chopin. Very nice, relaxing music. Let's put that in the background. You can actually get more records if you can't believe it. But there we go. That's day 3. We got some vandalism right away, actually. That's curious. We received a frightened call, whatever, from the local cathedral. This morning, the abbot discovered that someone entered the old cemetery during the night. The old barn's tombstones are painted with satanic signs, and some have been broken into pieces. It seems there are even traces of a shovel. but the abbot would say no more. Okay, so I'm going to send out Ramadi and someone that's... Yeah, I would say Grant, because she's not 150 yet. So I want to train her a little bit. And we've got 2 issues, because we need to hire people. Let's have a look. Too bad I can't see the stats, further stats, but I'm going to go with Adam Gist, yeah. He's going to work for Shift B. And I want to get Stanislav Kubota, but it seems like we need to have a detective, so I'm going to go with Anna Sandstorm. And she's going to be there for Shift A as well, I think. Shift A is the one that we are running right at the moment. Okay, we've got some vandalism at the Atticus Tower. Businessman Harley Jones, looking out his window, saw 2 teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his new car. I guess not a particularly nice thing. Let's send out Stovall, because well, he's a seasoned veteran after all. And I would say Yancey, because I want to do something. Let's see, can I do that yet? Yeah. I can fire people, but I need a legitimate reason to do so. Let's see. We can fire this one legally because he's too old. Came to work drunk, didn't come to work. That's nice reasons. Okay, we can't fire him legally yet. But, you know, he's a little bit too old. I don't like him too much either. Moser. Let's check into him. He looks... I think he's our best detective. That's very cool. Let's take another look at the labor market. You're going to be there for Shift A, and so are you, because I just fired 2 people from that shift. Can I fire people from Shift B? Yeah, I can. Fire legally. And I would say Austin, but we don't really have a legitimate reason, so I don't think that's a good idea. And by the way, the 150 rule, I don't know if that really counts for detectives, so I'm going to play it safe, just keep the detectives if they are above 100. Alright. Oh wait, we got another affair. Oh, we can hire someone else. Okay, well then, the next one on the list. I'm going to work for Shift A, I think. I hope you can transfer these people. I don't know whether you can or not. Ooh, we got some vandalism going on. That's a report, actually. Found a officers unharmed. Very good. We almost got a grant to 150. So that's pretty nice. Eddie's Burgers. A waitress named Mila reports that she's just served a chicken, Eddie, and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she'd seen on the television just this morning. The culprit is sitting on the window eating at the window eating a burger. Alright, that's kind of a claim. I had this one before where I had like a kiddo calling that he was kidnapped, and it turned out to be false. I'm going to send out my best officer, but I'm going to send her out alone. So if it turns out to be true, then we still have a good chance of shooting that culprit. And otherwise, you know, he's going to get away. That's fine. Or it's going to be nothing. That would be even better. Okay, offender caught, officers unharmed. Very good. I think there's only one crime that I have not solved so far, and that wasn't a ghetto, so who the hell cares about that? Okay. Something happening there. The waitress had mistaken retired officer Frank Nero for the fugitive in question. Alright, false alarm there. Okay. Mr. Boyd, my bouncer's stuffed himself with Mexican food again, and now he can't leave the bathroom. And the lines outside the club is going around the clock. Nice. Around the block. We need to post someone who can tell the cool guys from the idiots. I'm going to send out Roy. Because he's not really a good... Okay, I'm going to send out Birch. He's not really a cool guy, but... I suppose I'll send Robbins, you know. That'll be fine. Those are opportunities that you get, and they're green, so, you know, if you succeed in getting those things done, those little jobs, then you get yourself some cool cash. Alright. Christopher G. Sands Ice Arena. An anonymous call just came in. A clown carrying balloons at the skating rink selling crack to teenagers. Okay, we'll send in Our two best officers. We'll have some very good officers still sitting at the bureau. Sorry, Chief Boyd, but I quit. In one night, I earned more cash than I get in a month, working for the FPD. Mrs. Sorkin said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess I just wasn't cut out to be a cop. Alright, that's fine, I suppose. We get a cool 4,500. So I'm not too bummed out about that, but we're going to have to hire a new guy. I think I'm going to do that next day, though, because I want to see if the supply of hires is going to replenish after a day. I don't really know about that, but it could be. Okay. A naked man carrying a canister of gasoline has threatened to set himself on fire unless his favorite chewing gum becomes popular again. Okay, that doesn't sound like a good thing. Let's send out Yancey and Grant. That way Grant can get some more experience, get above the 150 threshold. And we're going to have to do something like Burt Jr. Would love him to be killed. I mean, it is a possibility. Don't be fooled. Okay, these are just finishing up their stuff. As police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals for kids. Okay, carefully watch the clown from the stands, cover up a raincoat, and pretend to be an illicit customer. Take the clown into the ice and round up any witnesses. I'm going to go with the middle one. That seems like the best approach. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Very good. And some cool experience there. Suicide threat. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Alright. Well, if he were to commit suicide, I'd shoot him dead, but that's kind of redundant. Alright, that'll be it for today. I mean, this day is over in the game, and I'm going to leave it at this today as well. So, thank you guys very much for watching, and as always, have a good one. Cheers.